Yes.
Man, I've done my assignment, but I've not done the quiz for day 5.
Why? Why?
The quiz did not come out yesterday.
It's not there.
Yes.
Okay, let's check it together. I'll open my Think School app now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Yesterday was variable and simple maths, right? Find
Yes,
out
ma.
how much. Here is the quiz. You say you can't find it. You didn't check. You can see my screen, right? Here is your quiz.
Yes, ma. I can see your screen.
You see? Triple Z. Which link school app are you using? You said you can't find your quiz. They are not saying anything. If you know you can't use link school, indicate. Let me know. Triple Z, you're confusing me. I don't even know who said that. You all are using the same account, so anybody that is saying anything is saying it on behalf of others. So you do your assignments and you submit with your name.
Ma, did you see my assignment?
Yes, I've seen the ones that's there. Just turn in your
Thank
assignment
God.
with your name. Don't click on register. Once you open link school, let me show you again. I'm going to share my screen again. Let me show you. Mirabel, talking to you. Sage saying register. Okay. When you open link school, you see something like this, right? When you open link school, you see something like this. I believe you're talking about this register. This register is already this kids coding this thing that's going on now. Okay, we have others still coming up, but for now, the one that is going on is Easter Kids Coding First, right? And you're already registered. That's why you are here, right? So you don't
Yes.
have to click on register. Once you get to your link school, you go to learn. Where I'm hovering my mouse, that is where you go to. Click on it. Then you are doing Scratch, right? Because you have other courses too. You have graphic design and web development, but you are doing Scratch. So you click on take course, Scratch. And then this is our lesson, six, right? So anyone you watch yesterday's on, take here, and then you come down here after watching the video. So you won't forget the step. You watch the video and then you take your quiz. Okay? After taking your quiz, you submit. Then you come here. This place I'm hovering my mouse, download assignment. You click on download the assignment.
But your screen is hanging.
Okay. My screen is hanging. Is it still hanging?
No, ma. Ma.
All right. So you click on download assignment and then When I clicked on it, something popped up on my screen, right? This is my file. I'll go ahead and save it. It's Scratch assignment 5. You see? I'll save it. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and go to my file. Okay. Then I'll search for
And your screen is still hanging.
really. Okay, I
No,
think
ma.
I'll have to, it's not hanging, right?
It's not hanging.
All right. So maybe it's from your end. Others said it's not hanging. If it's hanging, all of you should some are saying no. So I don't know. Do you want to follow again? So if you can still see my screen, come to your search bar and look for Scratch. Right? We just saved it. Scratch lesson 5 is right here in a PDF form. Okay. I'll go ahead and open it to see the content of the assignment. Here's the assignment I gave. Create a math quiz. Create math quiz game with 10 questions and answers. Add sounds and make it fun and interesting. Right? So this is your assignment. Then after reading your assignment, you already know what I say you should do. You close it and then you open your Scratch. You either go to the web, you open it, or if you have the application on your PC, you open it there, and then you do your assignment. Okay. Then after doing your assignment, we'll go back to link school now. After doing your assignment, you come here. Can you still see my screen?
See your screen.
You can't. Okay. Maybe I'll share again. No, something right. I think it's the network. But you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do this again after the class.
Okay, ma.
Joy Okpara, you said the for assignment is not opening. Really? Let me check.
Okay, ma.
Okay. Zion Pit. Joy, I just clicked on my defa and it's opening. Update your app. Update your link school app. If it's not opening, update it. Oh, there is no assignment for this material. All right, for the project. Then take the quiz, okay? I'll update it later. I can see there is no assignment for this material. All right. But Joy, you've done your quiz, right? Zoe, I will show you how you submit it by the end of the class. When we are done, I'll show you again. I tried showing you now, but say the screen is hanging. It's not opening after downloading it. Okay, I'll update it later. I checked. The
It's
quiz is
not
available. The quiz is available, but the material is not there. I just checked now, so I'll update it later. Do the ones you can find. The listening. If I'm talking to you, I'll call your name. Ugochukwu, how are you doing? Have you done your assignment?
I'm not with my laptop now. So it's on Friday that I'll do all of them.
Okay.
That is downloaded assignment 4 and 5, but they're not open. But assignment 3 is open.
Ah, you said your name is Zoe. I can see Nathan and Zoe. That's your name here on Zoom. Legend, you want to ask a question? What's your question? You're raising your hand.
In 3 and lesson 4 are not. Lesson 4 and 3 assignments are not open.
Assignments.
The quiz or the project?
The project.
Lesson 3 on is there, but lesson 4 is not there. The project for lesson
And
4 is not there.
lesson 5 is not there.
Ma,
You have to update your app. Lesson 5, I just opened it now. It's there.
Assignments.
ma,
Yes, triple Z.
is the assignment different from the project?
The quiz is different from the project. The quiz is the one you answer and then you see your score immediately in the Link School app.
What about the assignment?
And yeah, and the assignment is the project, okay? The one you do, the one I normally give in class.
Okay, ma.
Okay. Yeah, you can find it under the quiz in your Link School app. Is there.
Assignment is not opening.
Which one? Lesson what?
5.
No, lesson 5 is there. Check again or you update your app. Lesson 5 is there. I just checked now.
We updated the app.
Really? Okay, the assignment is for you to do your math quiz. I said you should create a math quiz game yesterday, right? Were you not in class? I gave the assignment. So it's the same thing as the one you are supposed to see there. I said you should make the questions 10. We did 2 in class, right? I said you should use that same pattern and set up to 10 math quiz questions, and you should add addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication, right? Because
Yes,
we did
ma'am.
only addition and yeah, we did only addition and subtraction in class yesterday. So that's the assignment. To do it, you can choose a different sprite as your teacher. Yesterday we used Sasha in class, right? So you can choose another sprite as your teacher or as your AI. So that's it. Oh, Mirabel says she added square roots. That's good. Zoe, are you not using this Zoom with your brother? Is it just Zoe? Because not Zoe, but you said your name
Ma,
is Zoe.
did you see my day 5 assignments?
Only for you or for you and your siblings.
For me and my siblings.
It's not supposed to be one assignment. You're supposed to do your own. Then Zainum will do her own or his own. I don't know. And then Zidane. Okay? Then you do and you
Okay,
write
ma.
your name. You give them the laptop and they will do their own too and save their work separately.
Okay,
Okay?
ma.
Yes,
Yes, ma.
that's how you'll be doing your assignment. Okay, Zoe. Why is your brother not in class though? We have 5 minutes to go. Hope you guys are ready for today's class. Right.
Yes, Daddy. Eh. 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 Yes. Oh.
Maxwell, how are you doing? Daniel, you too.
Fine, fine, ma.
Okay. Have you done your assignment?
If you like that and thought you not leave mommy's phone alone. Our own is in our mirror. You not leave mommy own. No, you're supposed to use it. Man.
Maxwell, I asked if you've done your assignment. You have not replied me yet.
I'm not Maxwell. My name is Diak Lokwami. Is the Gmail that I'm using is Maxwell.
Said your name is what?
Diak Lokwami.
Maybe you should change your name because I'm calling you by the name I'm seeing here, okay? Maybe
Okay,
I
ma.
cannot remember the name if I want to call you out. So if I call you Maxwell, you should know I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay, ma.
So have you done your assignment?
No, ma.
Why?
Somebody was calling you. Who was that person? Giraffe? Wrong number. She's passing. Because there was no light to charge the system.
Okay, 2 minutes to go. Are you all ready?
Yes, ma. Higher the volume, mommy. Excuse me, ma.
Yes.
Somebody is making a drum sound.
What is making a jump sound?
I don't know.
You all will soon get muted, so we'll start, okay? Maybe you stop hearing the sound.
Maybe because some people are not muted and they're walking.
Yes, that's why. All right, you all should mute yourself so we can start our class. 1 minute to go. Everybody mute. Mustafa, mute yourself. Miss Oma, mute yourself. All right. Everybody is muted now. Now we can start. So you all are welcome to the day 6 of Digital's Dream ICT Academy Kids Coding Fest. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and share my screen so we can start our class for today. Okay. Mirabel, go ahead and ask your question in the chat box. All right. Can you all see my screen? If you can say yes. You're curious of knowing this my books. You want to know everything about my books. My blocks rather. No, we'll not be making use of my blocks. My blocks is when you want to create your own blocks. We'll be using the already made blocks in our block palettes, okay? That's what we'll be coding with. We are not using my blocks. So can you see my screen? Let's continue. All right. You can see my screen. So today we'll be doing conditional and simple AI. Okay. You heard me mentioning AI yesterday because the project we created with our math quiz is an AI project. Okay. So conditional are if then statements that allow a program to make decisions based on specific conditions. For example, in Scratch, a conditional check if a sprite touches another object. Okay, we've been using this in our previous projects, the if then. We also treated if then when we did our loops. Okay, when we did learning loops in Scratch, I think our lesson 3, right? So today we want to show you how you can use if then to create games and do other things, right? So I'm going to create a mini project with you now to show you how if then works. Okay, that's it. You call it conditional. Okay, if then or if then else, they are the two loops that have the conditional statements, if then and the if then else loop. Okay, so now we want to use if then loop to create a mini project. Okay, the steps we'll be taking for this project, we'll be using mother hen for this. So we'll go to our sprites library and we'll choose hen. And the second thing we'll be choosing is our backdrop, of course, and we'll be using tree. Yeah, our backdrop is named tree. Then we'll use our when green flag is click block, our forever block, next costume block, our wait block, our if then loop, our sensing block when touching a sprite, right? And our say block. Okay, after which we play our project. So now we'll be going to Scratch to go and do it. So if you're following me to this extent, say you're following, type in I'm following so we can go to Scratch. Yeah, you're following. You all should type you're following. I'm only getting 5 comments and we are up to 40 here. Type in I'm following so we can continue. Okay, Ugochukwu, you asked the question. You said, at the time we are creating the mass quiz, why do we use when I receive message instead of when green flag is clicked? Okay, all the blocks have their functions, right? And I think I explained it yesterday. Yesterday we didn't use when green flag is clicked because we coded for multiple sprites. Okay, so we use the if then that message block. You use it to pass information to another sprite to continue from where you have stopped. Okay, and I think we use that in our timer, right? We used it in our stopwatch project. Okay, so that's what it's meant for. Now you all are following. Let's go back and continue. Let's go to Scratch. All right, we're here. Now, I'll go ahead and delete the cat. Okay, and then you click on your sprite icon. We type in hen, search for hen, and our hen is here. Now we need another sprite, right? The next sprite we'll be using is bread. So you type in bread. Our bread is here. You click on it. There's my bread, no clicking. All right, my bread is here. So we want to make our hen eat the bread. Okay, so the hen is white and our inbuilt backdrop is white, so it's not making sense. We'll go ahead and choose a backdrop to make our colorful, right? So we'll be using tree. Our tree is here. I think network is delaying it from loading. Let's wait for our tree to arrive. Okay, our tree is here. All right, so we'll make our hen eat the bread and say yummy. Okay, do you know why we choose the costume of your sprite before you choose the sprite? When you want to choose a sprite, you hover on it and then you check the costume they are made up of. Okay, so I wanted a sprite that is going to eat. I went to my sprite library and I searched for the sprite that have the eating costume, and then I found the hen. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let's look for hen. You see, this one does not have eating costume, but you see the hen have the eating costume. It's eating. Okay, so all you have to do is to add the next costume option there, and then you see your hen eating when you code for it, right? So you see, this one have a kissing and winking costume. See their costumes, right? All right, now we'll go back. Okay, let's code. We'll go to our events. We want to code for the hen, okay? If some of you are making mistake, I said when you want to code, try and make sure that you click on the item you want to code for hen. Assuming I went ahead coding for hen, it will be coding for bread because I didn't click on my hen. So you have to choose the particular item you are doing this thing for. You're coding for, right? Okay, you don't click on your backdrop. If you click on your backdrop, some options will be missing. Myself, I used to make that mistake at times. But when you see such a thing, let's say you want to code and then you are looking for some things that is not supposed to be missing here, just quickly rush down to your backdrop and check if you click on the particular item you want to code for. You see, now I click on stage, I won't be able to find some things. You see, what I'll see here is when stage is clicked instead of seeing when sprite is clicked. Okay, when you see such option, know that you clicked on the wrong item, not the one you are supposed to code for. Else you want to code for your backdrop, right? So now I want to code for my hen. I'll click on hen, and you see the option changed immediately when this sprite is clicked. Okay, I'll get my when green flag is clicked, I'll drag it and I'll drop. All right, so the next thing we'll be using is our forever loop. Go to controls, get our forever loop, drag it and I'll drop it here, right? So the next thing we'll be using now is our next costume. We go to our looks, get our next question and place it inside our forever loop. Okay. And the next block we'll be using is our wait block, of course, to control the speed of our sprite. So we'll go to our controls and we'll look for our wait block. We'll drag and we'll drop. And then we'll go ahead and change the value to 0.1 seconds, or 0.1 is going to be too fast. Let's make it 0.3. Okay. So the next block we'll be using now is the if then. Okay. If then touching the second sprite, something should happen. Okay, that's the conditional we are discussing. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go to our control. Okay, our if then is here. We don't have to click on control again. We'll drag it and we'll drop it inside our forever loop, right? So we need another block. Then we'll go to our sensing and we'll get our touching block. Get our touching block. Here we have touching mouse pointer. And I say when you see an arrow down, you should know that that particular block have other options. Okay. So you click here and we'll choose bread because we are coding for the hand. If touching bread, then okay. If touching bread, then we want it to say something, right? Say yummy. Then we'll go to our looks and we'll get our say block. We'll say hello block. Drop it inside your if then loop, and then you delete the hello. Type in yummy. Okay, with an exclamation mark, right? So are you following? If you're just joining, you are welcome. Triple Z, you said your block disappeared. Drag it very well. You're not dragging it properly. Adedayo, are you just joining? You said I should start again. We're just beginning. It's too early to get lost. Are you just joining? I'm going to test it. Mirabel, you should wait for others. All of us will test it once. Ah, too fast. But that's good though. Okay, now let's test. Oh, our bread is a little bit far from our hand. So let's take it closer to the hand. So it will look like the hand is eating the bread. Okay, you see, for each time it touches the bread, it says yummy, like he's eating. Okay, he's eating and saying yummy, yummy. Okay, so now, but I think it's eating too fast. We can actually reduce the, let's make it eat slower. Can use 0.4 to control the speed. Click on it again. Yeah, it's now eating more slower. Okay, so you notice we didn't use move 10 steps. Okay, because we don't want our hand to move. We just want it to stand at a pace and eat. It cannot be walking around. We don't want it to walk around and eat. We just want it to stay here and eat, right? So this is the function of the if then loop. We have already done this before, but repetition is part of learning, so you get conversant with it, right? So now if you have done this project and you can screenshot and send, let me see. Mariah, you just joined. Say this not triple Z. Arrange the blocks the way it is. If your app is giving you troubles, then go to Scratch website. Okay, go to triple Z. Are you using the app or the website? Which of the Scratch are you making use of? Okay, Mirabel, I can see your own. Yeah, you are done. You got it right. I didn't see much screenshots. Maxwell, can I see your own too? You all. I want to see your Joy. Are you following? Ugochukwu, you are using the app. Okay, I want you to go to the application now. Use the application. Since your app is giving you troubles, go to your browser and type in scratch.mit.edu. That's edu. Then you enter. When it's done loading, you choose create and you can use that interface. Okay, it's the same thing, but I think it will not give you much trouble. All right, legend. That's wonderful. Whoa, who else? Send in your screenshots. I can't find the bread. When can I find it? You find your bread in your Sprite library. Let's do this project again, okay? Let's do it again. For those of you just joining, if you're just joining, pay attention. This is our first project, okay? I'll do it again. I'll do it again, so pay attention. If you're just joining, pay attention. All right, I'll go ahead and click on my file and I'll create a new project. Okay, all right. I'll delete my cards because I don't need my cards for this project. Now everywhere is empty. I'll click on my sprite icon where my mouse is hovering. You click there, and we want to find hen. Okay, it's either you click on animals to locate hen quickly or you search for it. Search for hen and you see hen. Here is our hen. We'll click on hen and hen is here on our stage, right? You go again, you click on, then let's search for bread. You type in bread in search bar and our bread is here. You click on bread. All right, here is our hen and here is our bread. They are the two sprites we are using for this project. We want to make the hen eat the bread. Say yummy. Okay, we'll place it here. Okay, and we need a backdrop. So we'll go ahead and click on our backdrop icon. We want to use tree, right? So we'll go to our search bar and type in tree. And our tree is here. All right, here is our hen and here is our bread and here is our backdrop. Okay, now let's code. Go to events. You see, I want to make that same mistake. I'm warning you guys not to make. You see that I want to start coding without clicking on hen, and I want to code for hen. So I'll go ahead and click on hen. Then I'll get my when green flag is clicked. I'll go to my controls and I'll get my forever loop. Okay. So I'll go on and look for my next costume, which I can find in my looks. Okay, here's our next costume. We drag it and we drop it inside our forever. Then we need our weight. Our weight block is in controls. So you get your weight block, you drag it and you drop it inside your forever loop. Then you change the value to 0.4. Okay. Then we need our if then loop, right? Get our if then loop and place it inside our forever loop. Now we need our touching sprite loop, right? So we go to our sensing. Now you get touching mouse pointer. That's what you see there. Then you click on your arrow down. See where I'm hovering? You click there and you choose bread. When green flag is clicked, forever change costume, that's next costume. Wait 0.1 seconds. If touching bread, then say yummy. We'll go to our looks and we'll get our say block. We drag and we drop it here. Then we wipe the hello and we type in yummy with an exclamation mark. That's it. And our project is ready. Okay, we'll go ahead and test. All right. Let's position the bread. Okay. See, it's not eating the bread. All right. So that's it for our con. If you are there, say I'm there. Oh, eh, dear Kolopemi. What's your name? Femi Mandela. Okay, that's good. Okay, Mandela, I've gotten it right. Okay, Daniel, you too. That's nice. Jeremiah. Okay, we got it right. All right. Now move to the next thing. Okay, we move to the next thing now. You all should pay attention. Let's move on. Okay. Hmm. All right. Let's go back to our slide. Okay. Here is what we just created now. Let's see the next thing we have. So the next thing we have is exploring simple AI in Scratch. As I said from the beginning of this class, I said um, one example of AI in Scratch is our math quiz game that we created yesterday. Okay, it's an attribute of Scratch AI where you make your computer, you program it to act like human. Okay, and then when it's asking you those questions, you already program it to. So it's an AI attribute. All right, AI means artificial intelligence. Those of you that don't know, okay, they are computers that are trained by humans and programmed by humans to behave like human, and they help in doing things, right. So now AI Scratch can be introduced as sprites that use logic to think and make decisions. Okay, they think logically. You program them to think logically. So go on we'll do a mini project on that. So in this our project, we're going to make our sprite ask for your favorite color. This is what we did with our, what's the name of that sprite? With Davin's project, okay, where we made Davin ask for your name as the player, and you replied the name, and then Davin said hello to you. So this time around, we are using a different sprite named Avery, our Avery. But this time around, we're not using Avery walking, okay? We have two Averys in our sprite library, so we use the standing Avery, okay, as you can see on my screen. And then we'll make her ask you for your favorite color, and we'll put in a particular color there, okay? If that's your own color, then she'll say, oh, that's my favorite too. And if that's not your own color, she's going to say something else. All right, so here are the steps we'll be taking. We'll go to our sprite library and we'll choose our Avi. And the second one, we don't need a backdrop for this particular project, okay? So we get our when green flag is clicked. The next block is our as block, of course. The next block is our if then else, not if then. You know, we have if then else in our controls, and we have the if then else. So we're using the if then else as we did with our math quiz game yesterday, okay? And then we'll go ahead and go to our operators and get our equals to block. After that, we input our answer. See that we get our say block. Okay, we get another say block and we'll put it in the else space, and then our project will be ready. So type in I'm there if you're following. I'm there. Type in I'm there so we can continue, because now we'll go to our Scratch interface to create the project. Type in I'm there. My screen is hanging. Really? All right. Let me share my screen again. I can't see your screen. All right. I'll share my screen again. I think it's network, okay? It's network. All right. Let me share my screen again. But you can hear me, right? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Okay, you can see my screen now. All right. Now I'll take it again. Let's go a few steps back. So I said we'll be exploring simple AI in Scratch. And AI in Scratch can be introduced as sprites that use logic to think and make decisions. Okay, you program them to think logically and make decisions. Okay, now I say we are going to do a mini project and we'll be choosing Avery. Then we don't need a backdrop. We use our when green flag is click block, and then we use our ask block. Go on and choose our if then else block. Then we'll go to our operators and get our equals to block. Next block we'll be using is our answer block. Then our say block and another say block. Okay, after which our project will be ready. Understood? If your hand is too fast, reduce the speed. And we are already doing another thing. Go ahead and save your project. We want to create another project. So triple Z, save your project. You can continue with the hen later. We are done with that, okay? All right, now let's go to Scratch. I hope you all have saved your project. I'll go ahead and create a new project. All right, now we have to delete our cards. Sorry, cards, we don't need you this time around. So let's delete the cards, and we'll go to our sprite library, and then we'll choose our Ivory. See, I said we have two Ivory. This one have a standing costume. She's standing, and then she's doing her hands. She's opening her hands. And this second Ivory is the working Ivory. We've used her before, right? So today we're using this particular Ivory. All right. Now we'll go ahead and code. Okay. Go to our events, and we'll get our when green flag is click block. We drag and drop. Okay. The next block we'll be using is our axe block. So our axe block is in our sensing. Okay, you have asked us your name there. We'll go on and delete it because we want her to ask for another thing. Then you type in what is your favorite? What is your favorite? What is your favorite color? Question mark. What is your favorite color? And wait. Okay. Now we'll get our if then else loop. Go to our controls. Get our if then else loop. Drag and drop. All right. Now go ahead and click on our operators. We need our equals to, here is our equals to 50 block, right? Get our equals to 50 block. We drag and we drop it here in the if then loop. On top, not inside. You see where I'm placing it? Don't put it inside though. I said on top. For some of you make mistake now. You drag this block, I put it inside. Later your project will be malfunctioning, to not be working the way it's supposed to work. So place it on top. You see, now we need our answer block. Okay, we'll go back to our sensing, and here is our answer block. You get your answer block and you drop it on top of this your operator block. If answer is equals to 50, you don't want 50 here. Okay, we're going to use purple. If answer is equals to purple, we're talking about color, right? So now Avery is putting on purple. She have a purple shoe and she have her purple shirt. Okay, which means Avery likes purple. All right, so we're going to use purple. What is your favorite color? She's asking you as the player. So let's just say purple. But she's expecting you to say purple, right? You go ahead and wipe the 50 and type in purple. Type in purple. Have you done that? All right. Now, when green flag, right color and wait. If answer is equals to purple, then we'll get our say block. We want that to say something, right? Say you click here inside this hello block. You delete the hello and you type in wow. That's if the player says their answer is purple, then Avery is going to say wow. That's my favorite color too. That's my that's my favorite. That's my favorite color too. Okay. Wow, that's my favorite color too. She'll say that for 2 seconds. But then if the person chooses another color, Harry is going to say, that's a nice choice. Alright. So we'll get our say block, we'll drag and we'll drop it here. I'll make her say, that's a nice choice. Okay. So when green flag is clicked, ask what is your favorite color and wait. If answer is equals to purple, then say, wow, that's my favorite color too for 2 seconds. Else, say, that's nice choice. That's a nice choice, right? That's a nice choice. All right. If you're there, say I'm there. Type in I'm there. Who is abusing you? I said nobody should abuse anybody here. Who is that person abusing someone? Who is that person? Tell me the person. Let me remove him or her. Who is doing that? No insult in my class. You don't insult anybody. All right. You are there. You are there. You are there. I want to play the project now. So go on and play. Since you said you're there, oh, how many people said they are there? We are how many in this class? And only about just 5 or 6. So what happens to the rest? Are you guys not following? If you're following, say I'm following. So I will know you are there, okay? And if you are lost, you say you are lost. So we know where we can find you. The writing is not in your block. That means you are coding for backdrop. Maybe you didn't click on your sprite before you started coding. Go and click on your sprite before you start coding. All right, Triple Z, you are following. Emmanuel, you are true. Wonderful. Okay, Mirabel, same thing. Okay. Mandela, you are there. Good. Rachel, you are there. That's good. Who is lost? Jeremiah. What happened? Why are you lost? Let's go ahead and play our project. Who else said they are lost? Look, you are lost too. Where? But you can see the block. I left my screen for you to view. Go on and check the blocks and arrange it the way they are supposed to be. I said get familiar with your block. Study your block palette and know all the blocks. So when you see a block, you know where you can get it from. I'm sure. Oh, you are lost. About 3 of you or 4 is lost. Okay, let me play the project first before we refresh. All right. Now I clicked on my green flag and Avery is asking me what is your favorite color. I'll go ahead and tell her purple. Then the second time we'll try to choose another color. Okay, we are going to play it 2 times. What is your favorite color? Let me tell her purple. Favorite color is purple. And she said, wow, that's my favorite color too. Because we programmed it to do so. Okay. Now I'll click on my green flag again and she's asking me what is your favorite color again, and I'll go on and tell her blue. All right, and she said the second thing we add to the else block. Okay, she said that's a nice choice. All right, so if you are there and she said it correctly, say I got it correct. Type in I got it correct. We have a game to create and we have longer codes, so you need to grab this one. So we'll start from there because the codes will be much. I got it correctly. I got it correctly. That's good. Okay, so I will do a repetition now for those of you we lost on our way. Try not to get lost this time around. Get it right this time around because I won't be repeating after this time. Okay, so if you are lost, pay attention. Let's take it again. Now I'll click on my file and I'll create a new project. Okay, click on new and then create a new project. If you are done, you can go on and save your project. Okay, and wait for others. If you're done, go on, save your project. Then we'll go on and delete our cat. Go to our sprites library and we choose Average. Okay, no, not Average walking. We're using the standing average this time. Just Average. That's the name. Now let's code. Go to our events and we get when green flag is clicked. Okay, drag and you drop. Go to our sensing and we get our axe block. Okay, you want her to ask what is your favorite color. What is your favorite color? Then you add a question mark, okay, because she's asking a question, right? So now you get our if then loop, if then else, not just if then else loop. You can find it in your controls. You click your controls and you get your if then else loop. Here is your if then else loop. Drag and drop. And then we'll go to our operators. Okay, and we'll get our equals to block and you drop it on top of your if then loop. Okay, now you click on your sensing and you get your answer block. Drop it here and we're going to change this 50 to purple because Avery likes purple. So let's type in purple there. Purple. Okay, So now, if answer is equals to purple, then say go to our loop, get our say block, we drag and drop it inside our if then loop, right? Then we'll click here, delete the hello and type in wow, like she's surprised that you choose purple because purple is her favorite. Okay, wow, that's my favorite color too, right? That's my favorite color too. Okay, and you add an exclamation mark because she's surprised. Now we need to get another say block. What she will say in case you fail to choose purple is going to say something else. Then she will say that's a nice choice, but she's not really happy you didn't choose her color. That's a nice choice. Alright, so that's it. Then you go ahead and play your project. Say what's your favorite color, and I will say purple and enter. Wow, that's my favorite color too. Here we'll click on the green flag again. Say what's your favorite color. Go ahead and type in yellow. Choose any other color I wish. And she'll say that's a nice choice. She's not really happy that you didn't choose a color. So I don't want you to feel bad. That's why she's saying that's a nice choice. But when you mention purple, you're surprised and happy. And she screamed, wow, that's my favorite color too. All right. So that's it for our average project. We have to move on. So are you ready for our next project? Oh, you made a background purple. That's nice. And it's beautiful. Okay, we are ready. So you are speaking on behalf of others. Say I am ready, not we are ready. You're not ready on their behalf. They will they will say they are ready by themselves. So type in I'm ready if you are ready because we'll create a game now. We want to program a game. If you're ready, say I'm ready. That's good. You corrected yourself. I'm ready. Move on. More comments. Are you ready? Gochukwu is ready. Erinaya is ready. Mirabe is ready. Leslie is ready. Who else is ready? Gochukwu, Omalicha. Omalicha is ready. Fai is ready. Okay. Farik. Farik is ready. Emmanuel. Who else? Who else? Who else? Ogomi is ready. Jeremiah is ready. It seems like everybody is ready. Triple Z, are you still there? I'm not seeing your comments. Zoe, even Zoe, I can't see Zoe again. All right. Um, relative is ready. What's that name? Ezekiel. Okay. Joy Okpara, you're ready. Okay. All right. Triple Z, you're there. Chukunonso, I'm ready. All right. Let's go. Let's go to our slide. Asogwaneto, you're ready. Chukunonso. All right. You all are ready. Okay. Do well to save your project before we come back. Okay, here is the project we just finished working on. So let's see the next thing. Ta-da! So we're going to do a project, and we're not going to name this one a mini project. Okay, because it's a game. A game is not supposed to be a mini project. Now we are going to create a game named the Hungry Hunter. Okay, so this is how our game will be. We are going to use two sprites, cat and mouse, for this project, and we'll draw a backdrop, right? So we are going to draw now. Sharpen your because you are drawing. The cat will go in search of food, which is the mouse, but will pass so many obstacles before getting to the mouse's house. Okay, so that's it. For this project, we'll be using our cat and we'll be using a mouse, and then we'll be drawing our backdrop. Okay, then we'll code for our cat first. Here are the codes we'll be using for the cat. We'll be using when space key is pressed. Okay, then move 10 steps, point in direction block, next costume block, then we'll duplicate. Okay, we're going to duplicate, but if you can't duplicate, you go on and drag the blocks again and make the changes as we'll be doing. Okay, here's the duplicated part. We duplicate again, we duplicate 4 times, and then we'll do some codings again. After which, let me just show you the end part of our coding so we can go to Scratch and start immediately. Okay, you see we have so many codes to work on. So I need your attention. You all should stay focused. Okay. And then we'll still code for the mouse. So after coding for the cat, we'll code for the mouse. Then we'll go to our Scratch. I believe you all have saved your projects. So I'll click on new. Okay. And I'm not deleting my cat this time because we need the cat, right? We're using the cat. We'll just choose another sprite. But before then, are you following? Type in "I'm following" before we start. Don't worry, I'll be slow with the blocks, okay? All those things I showed you are still the things we'll be repeating in Scratch. So that's why I was a bit fast. While coding, I'll try to be slow for you all to follow. Emmanuel, you get that? You have sharpened your fingers. That's wonderful. Okay. All right, you are following. Following. Okay, let's continue. Now our cat is ready. We'll go on and choose our mouse. Okay. Where is our mouse? You go to animal and then you scroll down, or you can just search for it. I can't still find my mouse. The mouse disappeared. Okay, it's here. You see mouse 1 here. So you click on mouse 1 and our mouse is here. Okay, we want our mouse to be here and we want our cat to be here. And we'll change their size, okay? You go on and change the size of your cat to 50. We want it to be as small as possible. All right. Then you change the size of, so you have to click on your mouse and then you change the color. I mean the size. Let's make it 50 as well. Right, that's it. So now you click on your backdrop. You're not clicking hover. When you hover on it, you get this. So you can choose your paint for drawing. And there we go. We have this. Now I'll have to minimize my stage so you see the full view of my stage. You click on your rectangle. I hope you're following. And then you draw a rectangle for me. Okay. Now I want to change the color. You don't need a purple background. So we'll go to our fill. Click on the drop down arrow and then we choose white. Alright, it's white now. It's time to draw. Firstly, we'll be drawing the house of our cat and then we'll draw the house of our mouse. Okay, so let's go. But this our color is still white, right? So you click on your fill and then you click on what should be the color of our mouse's of our cat's house. Something brownish. Not even brown. Where's our brown color? Let's choose something like this. Okay, this is it. Draw a small rectangle. A very tiny rectangle. Okay. Now draw another tiny rectangle. We'll use this one for the roof of our house. I mean, of the cat's house. It's not our house. It's the cat's house, not ours. Okay. Now we want to get the roof of the house, right? And we are going to achieve that with this particular second rectangle that we drew. I hope you are following. I don't want anybody to get lost. Be following us. That's why we are slow, right? Am I too fast? If I'm fast, tell me I'm fast. Say you are fast in the comment section so we'll slow down. Am I fast? Miss Summer said I'm fast. Oh, ah, Leslie said I'm fast. You are still fast. Oh my God. Rachel Adewumi said I should start again. Your network cut off. More comments. Am I fast? More comments. If I'm fast, say you are fast. Type in you are fast. So slow down. But remember, we still have a lot of code. So it's your time. Stay here till tomorrow if you want. Okay, I'm good like this. No problem. Not fast. You're slow. Hey, who said that? This is serious. Someone said I'm too slow. No, we have to be slow for others, okay? There are some people that learn slowly, so carry everybody along. Alright. Now let's go back and continue. This is an opportunity for you to be drawing that rectangle. That's why I'm asking this question. So if you are still there, get it done. So we'll move on. All right, let's continue. All right, now you click on this your reshape icon where my mouse is hovering. Click on your reshape icon and then you click on this your second house. Your second rectangle is not yet a house. We are still building, right? Then you click here and you take it up to get the roof, right? Something like this. Okay, Then I'll choose my select to pick up the rectangle. Can you see? But I think it's too big, right? So you click here and reduce the size. Yeah, let's get this down. Place it on top. Okay. So our cat's house is ready, but there's no door. We need to add door, and we'll do that with getting a rectangle. You pick your rectangle icon. I'm still setting this thing. All right, the house is ready. So now we get your rectangle. Now we need white, and our field is white, so we don't have to change color. You come right here and you draw a baby rectangle for me. That's it. That's the door. Okay, and then you click your select. We need to change the roof color to black. Click on it and you change the roof color to black. Okay, now we need to get the mouse's house as well. So you have to duplicate. Instead of drawing again, we can duplicate, right? So you do your copy and paste, and you drag the roof. Keep it here. Then let's do that to the body too. You click on it with your select tool, you go up, and then you click on copy and paste. You drag and you place it under here, and then you set it well. Place the roof on top of the house, right? Later you can try to beautify your house. Your house must not be beautiful like my own. No, my house is beautiful, right? I mean my mouse's and cat's house, not my house, please. Now we need to get the door. Okay, I've selected the door. Then we'll do a copy and paste. Then we pick the door. No way. What am I doing? Let's just delete that door and draw another one. So we don't have to scatter our building. Okay. You go on and you pick your rectangle tool, and then you draw a baby rectangle for me. All right, that's it. Now I have to change the color of the mouse's house. Okay, to differentiate it from the cat's house, let's paint it green. Okay, so you click on your select, then you come back here and you click on your house. I click on your mouse's house and you go to your field. We want to change the color to green. Here is green. Just click on the green. If you can't get green, then you take your brightness to this place, take your saturation to this place, make it 100%, make this one 100%, then all the color will be there. Choose the one you want. All right, it's now green. I want the green to be lighter. All right, that's it. Wonderful. Now we need to write something. Okay, we're going to write start here to indicate where our game is going to start. Going to write another start here. Now you click on your text tool, and then you click in here and you type start. You push it down. You type just exactly the way you did with Sasha yesterday. Okay, arrange it the way you arranged Sasha's math quiz yesterday. Now we need to type a stop here, right? Or finish rather. We'll type finish here. So we'll go on and we choose our text. Okay, we click here and then we type in stop. No, finish. I said finish. That's when you know your game have come to an end. So let's use our select to arrange it to make our text smaller. All right, that's it. Your start and your finish. You can see what we are doing is here on the stage, and it's even looking finer on the stage than here where we are drawing it. Can you see that? So if you are done with your cats and how and the mouse's house, say I'm done. If you're done with your cat and mouse's house, say I'm done drawing. I'm done with the house. I'm done with the house. Type in I'm done with the house. Don't worry, Mirabel, later you can beautify your house. It's okay, just get what we are doing. Then later you cool down and then you can create your own game. You can change your color, the color of your house, the shape, the size, everything. If you like, you build a mansion for your cat and your mouse, okay? But for now, just try and do it anyhow just to get it right. I'm done with the house. Done with the house. Okay. Joy, you are lost. Where? I'm done with my house, but I want to change color. At least you are done. And color is slow down. Who else? Please, I need more comments. Are you still drawing your house? If you are done, let's go and draw the obstacles. What's your problem? What's the problem? I say you can draw the. It's not a must that your house is beautiful. Your house mustn't be beautiful. You can beautify it later. Just draw something that looks like house. Draw another rectangle and then I used my reshape to get the roof. Have you not been watching what I'm doing? Jeremiah, why are you always lost? What's it? What's the problem? You're always lost. Nathan and Zoe, you both are lost. Purple and pink. See color combination. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. Mariah, your house is fine. I mean, your cat and mouse's house is fine because that can be your house. Okay. All right. Reducing the size of the font. Click on your reshape. Go and pick your reshape. Is it your reshape? No, not your reshape. Pick your selector. That arrow, that first arrow there. Click on it and then you click on that text. Then you reduce it, resize it. Zion, what's your question? And Emmanuel, what's your question? You said I'm not answering you. What's your question? Ask the question again. I'm not seeing your question. It's not popping in, so I'll go and continue. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Let me show you how I got the roof. Watch and see how I got the roof. This is how I got the roof. You all watch. I want to show you. I clicked on my rectangle. Pay attention. I clicked here on my rectangle. Okay, I have white, so I have to let me change the color, right? Let me just use red. I click on my rectangle and then I drew a rectangle, right? So I picked my reshape tool. Here is my reshape tool. Here is my reshape tool. I picked my reshape tool, and I clicked on top of my rectangle. Can you see where I placed my mouse? Look at it. You see where I placed my mouse. Then I clicked there. I clicked and hold. Then I dragged it up to get that shape. See, that's how I got my roof. And then I placed it on top of the other rectangle and changed the color. That's what I did there. Okay. So now someone asks how can I reshape my text? Let's click on text and type in something. Let me choose a color so you see what I'm typing. Now I want to type in something. Let me type in scratch. Okay. Now I want to resize it. I want to change the size. All right. Pay attention. You click on your select. This your select. Okay. It's called the selector tool. You click on it. Now my scratch is selected already. You go to the edge and you drag. You see, you can stretch it out and you can bring it back. You go up or you come down. Stretch or you minimize. See, that's how you can adjust of your text. You can do same with your roof text. I'll go on and delete it because I don't need it. And then I'll select this and I'll delete it. So are you all there? Let's draw out obstacles. Type I'm there so we can draw our obstacles. Emmanuel, who are you asking how dare you? What's the problem? Who are you chatting with? Who are you conversing with? Wherever you said you disconnected. I don't know. He's asking how dare you. I don't know who is asking how dare you. Emmanuel, I'm talking to you. Who did you use that statement for? Who are you asking how dare you? You click on your fill and then you change the color. But before that, you select the drawing you want to change the color before you click on it. All right, let's go and draw our obstacle. There's no time, so we can start coding, okay? Everybody pay attention. Let's go and get it. Can you hear me? Let's go and get it done. Stop chatting here. You can only answer me here or ask a question. Stop chatting. Stop exchanging words with each other. Or you want to answer someone else's question when the person asks and I'm not ready to answer it. Stop chatting. I don't want to see all this your chat here. The how dare you chat and all those chat. I don't want to see it again. See, now we are drawing and you people are here. You'll be conversing in the chat box. Later you tell me you are not following or you are lost. I don't want to start looking for anybody after doing these things. Concentrate on what I'm doing and get it right. Let's continue. All right. It's time to draw our obstacle, okay? Now you go on. What am I doing? Go on and draw. Pick your rectangle M2. Choose your rectangle 2 and then you draw. Just draw randomly. We are going to change the color. So which color stands for danger? Answer me in the chat box. Which color stands for danger? Answer me in the chat box so we can use it. Red. Red, right? So we use red for our obstacle. Okay? Red symbolizes danger. So let's go and continue. Let's change this color to red. You click on your field when you want to change color. My color red is already here. So let's go on. Let's pick our selector and change this to red too. Alright. I hope it's the same shade of red. Don't know though. So now, what am I doing? Right. You click on your rectangle. My stage shifted because I choose the selector instead of the rectangle. Now let's draw. Oh, this thing is still on white. Why? Draw. Draw your obstacle randomly. Can still change our obstacles sizes later on, depending on this obstacle. Okay, I think we are giving. Oh, let's just delete this one. Okay, think just draw your. Mustn't be the way I'm doing my own. Draw your obstacles randomly. Draw it randomly. Okay. I think it's okay like this. Are you done drawing your obstacles? If you are done, say I'm done. Type in I'm done in the chat box so we can move on. Whoa, you're done with your obstacle. Wonderful. Who else is done with their obstacle? Who is lost? Jeremiah, I don't like this. You're always lost. Please always stay focused. Pay attention. Done. Whoa, most of you are done. I need more done. Who else got lost? Charles, you are lost. Let's continue. Maybe when we are done, if I see spare time, we'll do it again. Okay? There is no spare time. You go and watch the video. I have a pre-recorded video already. If you go to Link School and you watch the video there, okay, if you are lost. Because we still have to code, right? Oh, Mariah, your obstacle is obstacling. So where is your Where is your cat going to pass through? Hmm? You have to give some space, okay? Space it out, space it out. All right, let's go and continue. Okay, now let's go to our code. All right, then place our cat in front of his house and we'll place our mouse in front of his house. Okay, now let's code. If you are lost with the drawing, come and pay attention. Your drawing must not be beautiful like this one. When we are done with our class, you beautify your drawing, okay? For now, focus on the code. Let's get it right, okay? You click on your events and you get your when space key rest, not when green flag. You're not using green flag yet, okay? And when you get this block, you click on this arrow down and you change it to up arrow, okay? This first step is similar to the step we used with our beetle climbing the wall. You remember that project where we made our beetle crawl around the wall, right? It's something like that, okay? This first coding is similar to that. Remember I said we are going to use that pattern to create a game. Okay, this is the game I was referring to when I said that, and I believe you all are familiar with this now. So let's do it together. I want you guys to flow, okay? Now, the next block we'll be using is move 10 steps. Go to our motions and we get our move 10 steps block. You drag it and you drop it here. The next block we'll be using is our point in direction block. It's still in our motion block, so we don't have to click on our motion block. We just have to pick it, right? Let's look for our direction block. Our direction block is here. Place it here. Okay. So when up arrow key is pressed, move 10 steps. In which direction? Up arrow, right? We are coding for up arrow now. So you click here in this 90 and you point your arrow up. Drag this arrow and point it up. That's it. Okay. If you are finding it difficult to point it up, you can just type in the value 0. The up value is 0. Then you put it there. Then the next block we'll be using is our next costume block. You click on your looks and you search for next costume. You drag it and you drop it here. All right. Now we are going to click on our up arrow. Let me get this down so it can move up. Let's test if our up arrow key is going to work. It's not working. Do you know why? It's our mouse that is moving. We have made that mistake again. We are coding for the mouse instead of the cat. You see that? We are coding for the mouse instead. This is the mini mistake you make in Scratch. Okay. After choosing and arranging my mouse, I didn't click on my cat and I started coding. And now I'm coding for cats and my mouse is moving, which is very, very wrong. So now I will have to click on my mouse and I will go ahead and delete the codes, right? Deleted. And I'll click on my cat because it's cat that I want to code for, right? I must click on my cat before I start coding, so I'll get it right. Then get my mouse back to his house. Mr. Mouse, stay here, right? This is your house. Remain there. Remain there. And we have already pointed it towards that direction. Let's point it back. But if your own is on cat, don't worry, don't bother. If you have been coding on your cat, don't bother, okay? It's my mistake, not yours. But then if you know you have been making this mistake with me, let's just type in 90 here. That's it. All right. Let's place our cards back. And then remember, let's click on our cards. You see, when you click on the sprite, it's going to show you a sign that you are clicking on it. All right. Now let's start all over again. I'll click on my events. I'll get my space keys pressed. Then I'll change it to up arrow. Okay. Then I'll go to my motion. I'll choose my move 10 steps. Okay. Then what's the next thing to do? We'll go to our point and direction, place it here, and of course we click here, we point this arrow up because we're coding for up arrow, right? That's it. And then the next thing we need to pick is our costume. Okay, because if we don't pick our costume, our cat will be moving without walking. Okay, so now we want it to move and walk at the same time. So let's use our next costume. And now let's test it to see. You know, when you're coding, you're supposed to be testing what you're doing to make sure you're getting it right and you correct it if you're wrong. Because I mean, we didn't try to test our up arrow. I wouldn't know I was coding for the mouse. Then when I'm done, I'll have to delete and start afresh again. Okay, so when you are coding, if you do 2 to 3 steps, you test and check what you are doing, right? So now let's test. You see, you need to change this. Okay, we want our cat to be pointing towards this direction when it's like this. So when he's moving up, he should be moving up straight up, not while facing down like that. Okay, so you correct it by coming here. I already show you how you can do this, right? All right, make it 90. Now let's bring it down and test again. It's still going. Why is that? All right, I flipped it now. It's on 0. I think it's the flipping. All right, it's okay now. All right. So if you have gotten to this stage, say I'm there. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, if you're confused, tell me you are and tell me where you got lost. Yeah, we are coding for cats. Get it down. Get it down, okay? By the time we are done coding, it will not be doing like that. You're still coding. So you use your mouse and position it. Have to get it back to the house. Are you there? I need more comments, please. Omalicha, you are there. Mirabel, you are there. Others, comments. Comments, I'm there. Why is your cat not going? Are you sure you're coding for the cat or you made that same mistake I made? But the mistake have been corrected, so why are you still not getting it? I'm there. Your block is in your. Are you just joining today, Grace? Are you my new student? Are you a new student, Grace Williams? Is this your first day? Leslie, where did you get lost? Why are you lost? You have not gone far and you are lost. Get those blocks, arrange it the way they are. It's just 4 blocks. So get those 4 blocks and arrange it the way I did. Do that before we move on to the next block. We have plenty blocks to arrange. Mesoma, you go down there to your direction under your stage. Click there and then you see the left and right arrow underneath that clockwise image. That clock image, you see it under the right and left arrow. Click on the right arrow to flip it up. Let me see your screenshots. You said you arranged the code and it's not going. Let me see your screenshots. Ogom, let me see your screenshot. Your cat is going up the screen, Rachel. Use your mouse and get it down. Drag it down. Alright, let's continue. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is to get these exact blocks again. If you know how to duplicate, go on and duplicate. This is how you can duplicate, okay? You come here. Before I show you how you can duplicate, Rachel, you asked how you can flip your cat, okay? You come to this place where my mouse is hovering on direction. You click inside this 0 box, okay? And then you see the left and the right arrow. You see left and right arrow. You click on the right arrow. This place I'm touching, I don't want to click on it because I've already flipped my own cat. So click there to flip it up. That's it. Now let's continue. This is how you can duplicate your codes. Okay, you come to the edge, to the upper edge where my mouse is. You right click. When you right click, you get these 3 options. You get the duplicates, the add comments, and the delete blocks. Okay, so you go on and click on your duplicate. You see that when you click on your duplicates, you get 2 identical blocks. You see, this is how you can duplicate, right? So this is for the up arrow. Now we code for the right arrow. I mean the down arrow, up and down, right? Then right and left. Okay. So now you click on this your down arrow and you choose down arrow. You see, I've changed. This is up arrow and this is down arrow. Okay. Now the next thing we'll change is just the direction. Okay. The move 10 steps will remain the same. The next costume will remain the same. Why we change the direction? Okay. So you click there and we are coding for down arrow. So you get this your arrow, you drag it and you point it down. Okay. If you are finding it difficult, is 180. You go in there and type in 180 in your box. As you can see, it's 180 that he gave us. So type in 180 if you are finding it difficult to drag your arrow. Okay. Now, if you have gotten to this stage, say duplicated, type in duplicated for me. Type in duplicated for me. Leslie, have you flipped your cat? I just show you how you can flip your cat. Flip your cat. Flip it. Shouldn't be walking up like that, okay? Flip it. Okay, you have duplicated. I need more comments of duplicated, please, so we can move on. If you have duplicated, say duplicated. If you're finding it difficult, then try those exact and make the changes. Triple Z, you say you don't understand. Look at the screen, get those blocks and arrange the way they are. You can see my screen, right? Arrange those blocks. The blocks is not even much. You just duplicated. But if you can't duplicate, get those blocks from the block palette or watch the video later on, because we cannot do this. We cannot repeat this one because of our time. We can't repeat, so you have to watch the video if you are lost. Now let's continue. Okay, we have gotten our up and down arrow. Now it's time to get our left and right arrow, right? So we'll go ahead and duplicate one of these. So me, I want to duplicate this one again. I'll go ahead, I'll right click and I'll choose duplicate. I'll place it down here. Okay, take this one up, take this one up, get this one here, and then up arrow, down arrow, right arrow. Should we make it left? Okay, let's make it left since it's on the left. Let's make it left arrow. I've changed it to left arrow. Now you click in the direction and make sure the direction is pointing towards left. Oh, the direction is pointing towards up. So let's move it to the left. Change it to the left. That's it. So in case you're finding it difficult to drag the arrow, you can type in -90 in this your point in direction space, okay? Okay, let's see. Let's test the arrow we have programmed. We've programmed for up, left, and down. So let's test. This is our down arrow is working and our up arrow is working. What about our left arrow? Our left arrow is working. Okay. Okay, now it's time to code for our right arrow. So we'll go on and we right click, then we'll duplicate, and then we'll place it right here. Okay, change it to your right arrow. Okay, up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow, and then we change the direction as we did for others, right? So we are programming for right arrow. Let's make sure our arrow is pointing right. All right, here is it. In case you are finding it difficult to point your arrow to the right, the code is 90. Go on and type in the value. Change out your value to 90. This one is -90 and this one is 90. Arrange the block exactly the way you are seeing them on my screen to get it right. Exactly that way. Don't mix the blocks. Okay? Now, we are done coding for our 4 arrow keys. So when I click on my right arrow, my cat is moving right. When I click on my left arrow, my cat is moving left. And when I click on my up arrow, my cat is moving up. And when I click on my moving down. Are you there? Are you there? Type in I'm there. Okay? Type in I'm there. Okay, Mirabelle. I said you should click on I'll show you again. And so you should click on your direction under the stage. Okay, it's under your stage. I'll do it again. Okay, so I'll go back and show you how you can flip. Those of you still having problem in flipping, pay attention. Let me show you how you can flip your cat. Okay, follow my mouse. My mouse is this. This is my under stage. This is my stage, and here is under my stage. So when I say under your stage, come here. I'm referring to this place, this area that's under your stage. Okay. Then when I say direction, this is the direction I'm talking about. All right. So you click in here when your cat is facing up. Okay, and you want it to face the way my own is facing. If your own is upside down and is looking up while walking up, then you come to this your left and right arrow. Okay, and you click on your right arrow to flip. Once you click on your right arrow, it's going to flip just the way we flipped our butterfly. You remember the day we made our butterfly fly around the flower garden? Okay, just flip it exactly the way you did with your butterfly. So can we continue? Okay, you press your arrow key on your keyboard. Okay, you are not pressing the green flag yet. You press your arrow key on your keyboard. You have 4 arrow keys on your keyboard. So the arrow key we are referring to. Once you click on it to start moving, your cat will move up when you click the up arrow, to move right when you click the right arrow, to move left when you click the left arrow, and down. Same, okay? You're welcome, Mirabel. Have you gotten it right? Ebuka, you said you don't understand. Where have you been? Are you not following my class? I need more continue to continue. We are up to 47 here. I need continue so we can continue. Only 4 persons is saying continue. I need more continue to know you are following. Okay? We are still putting more codes there. Oh. So make sure you get these ones right. And then we'll move on. We are creating a game, right? Why is your left and right arrow not working? Mirabel, let me see your screenshots. Your code. I want to see your code. Or else you're having problem with your keyboard. Okay. I'm receiving more comments of continue. Now we'll have to continue. Mirabel, your codes are right. So why is your arrow key not moving? Though it's not quite clear though. Leslie, you got the codes correct. Up, down, left, right. That's correct. Now let's move on. Morayo Yadina. Good. Morayo, which other code did you add at the top? Remove the when green flag is clicked, please. I just need the 4 identical codes. I just need the 4 identical codes, okay? Remove the 2 codes on top. your when green the two when green flag is clicked on top, remove it. I've not yet added it. When I add, you add, so you don't complicate things. Okay, if you're having network issues, not to worry, later you use the video and you get it right. Zoe, what is more? I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm not familiar with it, please. Oyadina. 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 Okay. Instead of the more. We call you more. Oh, sorry. All right, let's continue. No, I'm not muting anybody now. No way. Not now. Let's continue. Everywhere will become noisy. All right. So now we are done with our arrows. Okay. We are getting more codes. So let me arrange this so we have more space to arrange our codes. All right. Think this space will do. Now it's time to introduce our when green flag is clicked. So get it. When green flag is clicked, click on your events. Get your when green flag is clicked. And then we need another block, right? But before that, let's place our cards where it's supposed to be. Okay? So when we click on the green flag, we want our cards to start, we want our game, that is our card, to start working from here, right? So we'll go to our motion block. You already know the block that is doing this. The function of this block is to do that. Our go to X and Y. Okay. Now we need to get another block, right? The next block we'll be using is our forever. So you go to your loop, get your forever for me. Okay. The next block we'll be using is our if then. Our if then block. Get your if, because we don't want our card to just be moving around, walking around without anything, and then to just walk down to the cat house. I mean, down to the mouse's house, and then you are done. No, now it doesn't make any sense. So you need to put some more actions, right? So let's take it back. All right. Now, when green flag is clicked, go to this position forever, and if touching color. Okay, we have done this touching color, we have treated it, right? So you know the function of the touching color block. Now let's go to our sensing. It's in our sensing, right? If touching color. Okay, so we want something to happen when our cat touches this color, right? So if touching color red, and we have purple here, so you click here. I already show you how you can get the exact shade of the color on your stage, right? So we are going to do that now. You click on this your purple, right? And we cannot start figuring out how to get this exact shade. We're going to have troubles. So go on and click on this tiny, can you see where my mouse is hovering? On this tiny tool here. On this tiny tool here. Once you click on it, your screen will change. Okay? All you have to do is to move your mouse to your stage, and you see. Can you see? Once my mouse got into the stage, something happened. It have a circle shape. So you use this circle shape, get one of the obstacle for me, and place it on top to get the exact color of red, just as I'm doing. Once you have placed it on top, click on it. All right, I just clicked on it and then the color changed. That's what you have to do. If you are there, say I'm there so we can continue. Have you gotten the exact shade of the color? Say I'm there. Rachel, we are not done. Our game have to work before we are done. We are still working on the game. That cat. I say no insults here. Who is calling somebody Murat cat plus cat of Chineke? Who is doing that? Please, two of you should stop now or I get you out. I don't want to see any other comment here aside from asking me question, or if I ask you, you answer. I don't want to see conversation. I don't want that. If you don't understand, relax. Later you watch the video. There is no time again. So let's finish up our game. Alright, let's continue. Amarachi and Victor. You are there. Alright, let's continue. Who else? Adefunke. Alright. Who else is there? Who else is there? More comments. I shouldn't continue. Zoe, I have to continue. Check your time. We have to. There is video for you to watch, okay? So don't worry if you don't understand. Later you watch the video. Everything is explained there. Now let's continue. Okay. If touching color red, we want something to happen, right? We want our cat to get back to this position anytime it touches this color, okay? We want it to bounce back to that place and then you start your game all over again. So while leading your cat down to the mouse's house, you have to be avoiding all these obstacles. All this red color there. So we have to put some actions to make you avoid them. If touching color red, then you get this block again, go back to this position and you place it here. Okay. Then the next block we're using is our sound block. Okay. We want it to make sound when it gets there. We want it to make this sound. Oh, our meow sound is already here because we are using the cat, right? So we don't have to go in search of sounds. Okay. We place it inside the if then. All right. Now let's play and see if it's working. You click on the green flag before you start. Now I will intentionally touch the red color. You see what happened? If I touch the red color, it will bounce me back. You see, so I will have to avoid the red color while going down. Wonderful. Now we have another thing to do. Okay. We also want something to happen when our cat reaches the mouse's house. Okay. We want something to happen, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll make our command. We'll get our when green flag is clicked. Okay. And then place it on the green color. Mine is placed on the green color. Mine is placed on the green color. And I'll click OK. We got the black, which is wrong. So we'll go again. We want to get the green color, right? So let's get the green color. It's still seeing the black color. Let's try again. Longer black is green, so you have to place it. It must not be green. Your own must not be green. Any color that you use, because I said click on it, you know the color you use, so you do it with me. I'm working with the color I use, so you use a different color. Don't be expecting to see green and red when you use another shade. That's why I say you should use this pattern to get the exact color you are using, right? So now we have another block to add, okay, which is the say you win block. Okay, so whenever you get to this place, it's going to the sign that you have won, right? Okay, go to your looks and get your say block. Or should I, let's just use the normal say block instead of say 2 seconds. Get it and place it here. Then you go ahead and delete this hello and you type in you win. You win with an exclamation. We want it to give us a sound, right? So we'll go to our sound library and we'll get the chair sounds. Then you come down to this place, this icon where my mouse is hovering. You click on it, and then you search for chair. CHEER. Chair. All right, that's the sound we are looking for. We'll click on it. Now we just choose the sound. You go to your code and then you choose your sound block. Get me play sound until done. Drag it and drop it under the say you win block, and then you play and see what you have done. All right, let's play. Okay, I have to avoid that shade. I think this upper shade of color, we used another shade of color. It's not the exact shade of color that we're using here. That's why we touched that upper part. You didn't do anything. So you have to use the exact shade of the color. Okay. And then when you're creating your own game, you can take your time and create more obstacle. You know, when the game is difficult, it's fun. Okay, you enjoy your game more when it's difficult. Okay, so we just did a simple one because we are in class, so we don't have the whole day to keep creating this, right? That gets to this place, right? So we are going to add more actions to it. Okay, so we'll code for our mouse. You click on mouse, okay, and then let's code for it. You go to your events and get your when green flag is clicked. You go to operators and get wait until now we are using again, okay. You go to your sensing and get your mouse pointer block, drop it here and change it to sprite 1. Our sprite 1 is cat, right? So you click on sprite 1. So when green flag is clicked, We want something to happen again before this action will happen. We want our card to show. So you go to your looks and get me the show block. Get me the show block. Drop it here. Get me the wait until. Drop it here. And then hide. We get our hide block. This is the first time we are using our show and hide blocks, okay? They make your sprite to hide when you want them to hide, and it makes them visible when you want them to be visible. The show makes them show, and they hide them. Okay, so now when the cat gets to the mouse's house, we want it to look as if the cat have eaten the mouse. So the mouse have to hide for our game to look so real, right? So we'll go and get our hide block. Get your hide block for me. And then drop it here. Are you there? Are you there? Might get the people that are abusing each other. Remove them. I will do just that. The class is almost over. I'll deal with them tomorrow, okay? So relax. As for one, I'll go back for you to see, okay? But are you there? Who have gotten it right? Who have gotten it right? Ugochukwu Bana. So that's good. Okay, you are following me. That's wonderful. I fixed my left and right. Whoa, that's cool. Asogwaneto, you said no, you are not there. We have video, okay? In case you are not there yet, you have your video to watch. Who is crying? Don't cry. Asogwa, don't cry. Okay, you watch the video and you get it right. All right, let's go and play our game. Our game is ready, so we have to go and enjoy it. Okay, let's go and play it together. We want to see the outcome of the game. Can you hear me? Somebody said they can't hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say I can hear you. Someone said they want to see the cat coding. Okay, here is the cat coding. You're seeing it while I talk to others. All right, finish up, finish up, finish up. Victor and Amarachi, have you gotten it right? Rachel, are you following? Dada, are you following? Maxwell, Luke, Harmony, Chinas, are you following? Asogwane to Ebuka, Adefunke, are you all following? Angela, Austin, Charles, Omalicha, you all. If you have gotten it right, say I'm done. Type in I'm done. If you know you got it correctly, say I'm done. If you are not following, don't worry, okay? The video will be waiting for you in the Link School app. You go there and you watch it. Take your time and watch it. It's exactly what we did in class today. So you don't have anything to worry about. Okay, and the recorded video of today's Zoom class will also be available in our Link School app. So you can go there and watch it. Okay? You can pause. You know you can't pause me while I'm talking, right? But you can pause the video. So it's even better you go there and watch it. Whoa, bravo to those of you that are done. Oh, so sweet. Okay. Leslie, what's your problem? Go back. Zimuzo said I should go back to the mouse. Someone said I should go back to you all are confusing me. Hmm? Others want me to go to cat's code and others want me to go to the mouse's code. The mouse's code is just 4 codes there. Right there is when green flag is clicked. The second code there is wait until, okay, the third code there is your sensing block, right? When touching sprite 1, you get to the touching block, you drop it there and change it to touching sprite 1. And then the next block there is, okay, you add your show block before the other one. Then the last block there is the hide. I made the cat say ouch when he hits the obstacle. Funny, right? Yeah, but interesting. You're creative. I love that. Oh, let's leave. Your cat is going past the red obstacle. That means you didn't get the exact shade of the color. You didn't do it the way I asked you to. Maybe you just, if it's not the same shade of the color on the stage, you will not get it right. I said this. Try to get the exact shade. Do it the way I showed you how to. You can watch the video later on and then you see what I did there. Okay, it's there. So your cat shouldn't be passing the obstacle, you should be bouncing back. Whoa, most of you are done. I love that. Omalicha, Mirabel is done. Who else is done? Maxwell, are you still in my class? I've not heard from you. Ugochukwu, are you done? We'll be ending soon. Ebuka, are you done? You're asking when we are ending. Are you done? Have you gotten it right? Okay, we'll be ending now. So you have to go and watch the video in case you are lost at some point. You don't have to worry at all. We have the video waiting for you in your Link School app. So go there and do your quiz. Make sure you do your quiz and your assignments, your project assignments, which I'll be giving you now. I want you to create this project exactly the way it is. Okay, don't use a different sprite for me. Don't use a different backdrop for me. Exactly the way it is. Okay, you are allowed to play with your colors. You can change the colors. Maybe we decide to change the color of your obstacle and the houses of the mouse and the cats. Okay, but get me the exact codes. All right, and submit it there in Link School. You win. Okay. So that will be the end of today's class. You all should get yourself ready for tomorrow and make sure you come to class early. I will always say this, come to class early so you get everything we are saying. You don't miss out on a thing. Okay, you don't want to be dragging others back while in class. And for those of you insulting each other in this my chat box, I'll deal with you tomorrow. For now, we're about to end. I said I don't want to see any foul language, any insults of any type in this chat box. It's just for me and you to converse, not to insult anybody. Or you answer people's question if you know it right, if you know the right question. Okay, that's why this chat box is open for you. If I see any other insult, I'll just lock everywhere and you all will listen to me from the beginning to the end. And I know you don't want that. You want to converse with me, right? So that's it. Get yourself ready for tomorrow's class. Bye. You can't save.